My phone buzzed. Not Google Classroom, but my personal number. Miss Chen. A heart emoji next to a picture of her new garden gnome. Everyone said I was her favorite. Lucky me. But lucky doesn't explain why she kept asking me to keep secrets. She taught AP literature like a religion, and I was her star pupil. She'd pull me aside after class, her hand warm on my shoulder, telling me I had a gift. One day she gave me her number. For your recommendation letters, she'd said. It felt like winning a prize. She was a legend, and she chose me. Then the messages started. Late night texts about her retirement, invites to coffee shops. My best friend, Aaron, called it creepy, but I defended her. She was just a lonely, brilliant teacher who saw something special in me. That recommendation letter was everything.
For your recommendation letters.
One afternoon, she cornered me by the lockers, her voice low. She'd been accused of favoritism. They're trying to force me out early, Jess, she whispered. I need you to write a letter to the board. About how inspiring I am. She made it sound like we were soldiers in the same war. I promised I would.
They're trying to force me out.
That night, I drafted the most glowing letter imaginable. The next morning, my essay was on my desk with a perfect score. An A++ in her familiar red ink. Aaron shot me a look from across the room. A look that said, really? The fight started after school. That's not a grade, Jess. It's a payment. My plan formed that night, a cold, hard knot in my stomach. I found the student handbook online, the section on academic integrity. Then I drafted a new letter to Miss Chen. It was respectful, but firm. I told her I was uncomfortable with the grade and her messages. I attached a screenshot of the school's policy on student-teacher communication. I hit send.
That's not a grade. It's a payment.
The next morning, I walked into Mr. Davies' office. I have a concern about Miss Chen, I said, my voice shaking. He started to give me the standard line about procedures, but I held up my phone. I already handled it. But I think you should see her response. I showed him the string of panicked, angry texts she'd sent me at 3 a.m. His face hardened. No investigation needed. The proof was right there. Miss Chen was placed on administrative leave. The school buzzed. The new sub was regrading our last 5 assignments. A flood of notifications followed. Everyone knew I was the one who spoke up, and they were grateful. I got what I wanted, justice. But my final AP Lit grade dropped from a 99 to a 91. My new recommendation letter, written by a sub who barely knew me, was generic. Aaron and I started talking again, but he'd look at me sometimes like he was trying to figure out who I'd become. Last week, I saw her empty classroom. The posters were gone, the bookshelves bare. All that was left was the faint scent of chalk dust. I hold the knowledge that I did the right thing. But I also hold the silence where a mentor used to be and the space between me and my best friend that I don't know how to fix. I won. I just didn't know I had to pay for it. Should I snitch on my favorite teacher?